Okay, those are the vowels. Now what I want to do is play a game with you to show you how the vowels are pronounced and how to actually start reading Hebrew with the letters that I've shown you and these vowels. Not necessarily learn the Hebrew words yet. I just want to teach you now how to pronounce it. And it's very interesting how he does this. I really like this. So, okay, now in Dobson's book, Learn Biblical Hebrew, it comes with the CD-ROM. It's a pretty good book. It's a really excellent grammar. I'm going to show you a couple of the words and the ideas that he shows you. I'm going to show you some Hebrew words. I'll let you know when the words are Hebrew and when they're not, but it helps you understand the pronunciation. A very simple Hebrew word is bait with the dagesh. Then you have the 3 dots in a triangle. Remember that segol, which is E. And then you have the final nun, which goes down. This is, and Hebrew reads and writes from right to left, but you transliterate it from left to right. And that's where some of the confusion comes from. This word is bane. Bane means sun. You notice that? We go B, we start at the consonant bait, we go down and read the segol, then from the segol we go across to the next consonant, which is final nun. So we have bait, segol, nun, which is bane, which means sun. So we go this direction when reading. Bait with the dagesh. We have the patak, the simple bar under it. Then we have tav. Remember that little line right there, tav. So that we're reading the bait, we go down to the patak, and from the patak, we go over to the next consonant. This is bat, or bat. B-A-T. This means daughter. So see, you've learned the Hebrew alphabet and you've learned 2 Hebrew words. Bane for son and bat is daughter. Another word that we can have is M. Notice it's a medial M. It's not the final mem. Only mem on the end is final. Then we have the segol. Then we have lamed. Then we have another segol under lamed. And then we have the final kaf. So we start at the consonant. We read down to the vowel. Me. That's M-E. Mem segol. Then from here we go to the next consonant and read down from the consonant to the vowel. So that's le, and then from the final vowel to the final kaf, which has the, I'll explain that later, to the final kaf, which is K, so that we have melech. Melech means king. So in a way, we're reading Hebrew like this. You start at the consonant, you go down to the vowel. From the vowel, you go over to the next consonant. From the next consonant, you go down to the next vowel. From the next vowel, you go over to the next consonant. And from the next consonant, you go down to the vowel. Do you see that? That's how we do with Hebrew. Now let's do a couple of them that are not Hebrew, just to show you how it's pronounced. If you use bait with the patak and gimel with the dagesh, you have B, A, going over to the consonant G, bag. You see how that works? The vowels, as a general rule, are underneath the consonants. Okay, if you do this in reverse, you have G with the patak under it, so you go G, A, B for gab. You see that? That's how the patak works. If it was the comets, the other A, it would be B, A, G. It would still be bag. Same thing with reversing it. But you got to get used to going from the consonant down to the vowel and then over to the next consonant and then down to the next vowel under this next consonant in bigger words, like the word melek. We had 2 segols. That's called a segolet noun. Okay, if we do hay, remember that gap in hay, and patak and dalet, whoops, I made that a little wrong. If we have H, A, then go over to D, we have had. We could do dalet, patak, dalet, and that would say dad. You see that? You go from the consonant down to the vowel, from that vowel over to the next consonant, D-A-D. It's the same thing if you do it with the comets, D-A-D, dad. If you did dalet with hirek, just the dot, and dalet, you would have D, go down to the vowel, which is an I, and then over to the next consonant, which is a D, that would be did. If you did dalet with kibbutz, remember kibbutz is the descending triple dot, and then dalet, you would have dude. Not dud, dude, because this is you. Let's do a few more for you. I'll try to stand out of the way so you can see this. If you have bait and segol and gimel, you have beg. You see that? Beg. This one is bad. Bad to the bone. Or you can go bad. That's bad to the bone. That's bad. With the patak, that's an A. Now on this one, you remember the hay has that gap in there. This is H-I-D, dalet. I forgot to put the dagesh in dalet. So that's hid. On the next one, hay, patak, and zayin is has. See that? On this one, this is have. H-A-V. Remember, the bait without the dagesh is pronounced as B, but it's transliterated with B with a line under it. So this is have. This one is het, hirek, and tet. So this wouldn't be hit, it would be hit. I'm exaggerating the guttural, but it's hit. With the zayin and the comets and the bait without the dagesh, this is zav with a V. Let's do a few more, and I think I'm at the end of this tape. We have vav with segol and then tet. So this is vet. Remember, tet transliterates with a dot under the T. You want to distinguish tet. On this one, we have vav. You go down to hirek, the dot. You go over to zayin, the next consonant. Then you go down to comets, the next vowel. Then you go over to dalet, the next consonant. So that we have vizad. Vizad. On this one, you have bait with comets, then tet with patak, and then het. So this is batach. Remember to transliterate hech, het with the dot under the H, batach. This one is bait with the comets, nun with the comets, and then hey. So this is bana. Bana is how you pronounce that one.